Hello, this is MakerJ101, and in this video I'm going to be replacing my spark plugs, but I also thought I'd do an experiment that somebody on YouTube suggested I try. So they suggested, why not see if the engine has more or less vibration before and after changing the spark plugs, and that might indicate that the engine is running better if it has less vibration. So I thought, why not? That'd be pretty easy. Smartphones have so many thousands of apps or maybe probably millions of apps in the App Store, or Google Play Store rather. So why not find an app for measuring vibration using the accelerometer and see if I can find a difference before and after spark plug change. So this is just Vibrometer, just the first app that came up, and as you can see when I move it around, it records the maximum and the mean and the average, or well, no, it's the instant, the big number there. But we'll see what it does. So I'm just gonna stick my phone on the engine block here somewhere. I just stick it like here or something, somewhere where I can get it in the exact same spot every time, and then we'll start up the engine for like 10 seconds and let it run and see what the average is. And so I've got my phone duct taped on my engine, because before I tried just setting it here, but it flipped over when I tried starting the engine up. Alright, so here are the old ones out. You guys can look at them. And I'd say these have probably been in about 1,000 miles since I re-gapped them and cleaned them off. So, it's kind of crusty again. This is probably, well, actually this is probably the one that has the shortest electrode. So here you can compare it to a new one, and you can see that the electrode is certainly longer. So these are certainly starting to, they're starting to run low on iridium, I guess. This one here doesn't look like it's very eaten away. This one looks pretty good. But they all still have that crusty stuff on them. This one's kind of a brownish color there. This one's nice and white. I think this one probably looks about how they should look. This one's got an extra amount of crusty stuff, especially on the middle part there. This one doesn't look too bad. So these two middle cylinder ones are the ones that I'd say look the worst. But I don't know. So that one looks pretty good, and this one looks okay. But the two middle cylinders look probably the worst. So let's put the new ones in, and so yeah, and then we'll measure the vibration after we put them in and see if it's any different. Alright, so I got them in and tightened them down, and I just went with what I think it says on here, and it seemed about right. So 14M, not really sure, that might be the socket size, and then 1/2 to 2/3, so 1/2 to 2/3 turn, and I did that and it felt pretty good. It felt like, I forget how many pounds of force you're supposed to put on it, but it felt about right. So yeah. So now I just gotta put the spark plugs, or the whatever these things are called, the coils back on, the coil packs. So I'm gonna put these back on. I got some grease some spark plug boot grease to put in the end here to help insulate it better. So let's put that in. Alright, so put some spark plug grease on there, or dielectric grease, whatever you want to call it, and stick it down in there. And now you can bolt everything down and put it back together. Alright, so now is the moment of truth to see if there's any change in the amount of vibration of the engine after I change the spark plugs. So after examining the before and after footage, I don't see much of a difference. They both ended up with a final value of 5.9 as the average. Whether the app is good or my accelerometer is very accurate, I don't know, but it seems pretty good. So, so I guess this means, as far as the vibration means, or it shows that I guess there may not be much of a improved fuel efficiency, but I don't know. I have a cold. So, but anyways, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed this experiment. That's about it. Thanks for watching.